Hey guys, this is Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another episode review for Spy X Family. And man, was this a really good episode, and I love this episode. And let me just say you this, I love Yori. Yori is dope. Yori is cool. Yori is best girl material. Yori is adorable. Anything else I can say sweet about Yori, I want to say, because she is honestly my new favorite character. Like, it's honestly shocking. Like, Anya was just adorable and cute, and she still is adorable and cute. But Yori is just, it's like she takes the elements of both the cuteness of Anya, but the seriousness and just brutality that Loid has, because she's an assassin, and stuff like that. And the one thing I like is, even though she's an assassin, her like personality, I wouldn't say that's an airhead, but just like the personality that she's so innocent and everything, is there still. And I'm like, this really truly is her personality and the stuff like that. So, oh man, sorry. But yeah, that was all cool and freaking dandy and everything. So this episode, we know from last week, the whole thing is Loid has to find a whole new wife. Now, he tries to get his one partner to try to end up pretending of just faking to be his wife, but he's like, you don't fit whatever it needs. And dude's like, okay, here's a stack of papers of all these single women and stuff like that. Go through them and stuff like that. In the meantime, we have it to where we focus on Yori this episode. And that's the one thing I love about this episode. This episode, they could have focused on Loid trying to find a wife and then just run into Yori, but no, they give Yori a full-fledged episode to get an understanding of what her character is, who she is, and stuff like that. And they fully develop her episode and center it around her, and they give her the presence of Loid right there as a background character, and as well as Anya as the background character. So that's the whole thing there, which was pretty cool. But we find out that Yori kind of works, I guess, as her cover-up job, as this person that works in this coffee shop and everything. Now, there is this one raggedy girl that's just like kind of teasing her and saying like, "Oh, Yori, you don't have a boyfriend, you're just single and stuff like that. And guess what? You wouldn't even mind if a boy just touches you inappropriately or something. Oh, who cares? You just try to play it off like you're something special, but you're really not." It's that type of girl and stuff like that. So this girl invites Yori to her party. She's like, "Please, I would like to see your boyfriend. That is, if you have one," and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the whole thing. And obviously Yori is trying to just kind of rush for time on finding maybe some random dude just to go with her and stuff like that. And she's like, "I just gotta find some random dude." The one thing too is I like how she has a relationship with her brother, that seemingly her brother is trying to help her hook up with somebody, but she's like, "No, I'm good," and stuff like that. And that leads into the shop scene to where we see Loid and Yori end up running into each other. And the one thing before that even happened, we get this really badass scene where she shows her traits as an assassin, and she may be innocent, but she is deadly, like literally deadly, and stuff like that. And even after she was done killing, that innocent personality comes back into effect and everything. But she's a total badass, man. She's a badass. She was literally murking guys left and right, and stuff like that. But going back to the store scene, she obviously, her job as an assassin, she's pretty aware and everything. And she's like, "You're staring at me a lot. Is there something up?" And obviously he's shocked, and he's like, "Oh, you're Yori," and everything. And the whole thing is like, it looks like they're not going to be the whole thing, because what happens is, Yori thinks, "Oh, this could be a guy that maybe I can ask out to the party." And obviously Loid's like, "Maybe this girl can probably be my pretend wife and everything and stuff like that, and she can help me with this situation." But obviously Anya comes in. What happens is Loid kind of like, "Oh no, she's gonna get the wrong idea," and that's what it looked like. Yori was getting the wrong idea, because she saw Anya, and she saw Anya call Loid daddy, and you know, she's like, oh, wow, he's got a wife. Should I kill this wife to get what I want? But I can't do that. You know, he's got a daughter and everything. I can't, even though I'm an assassin. And the funny thing is, freaking Anya's reading Yori's mind. And she's like, she's an assassin? That's so cool. And everything. And you know, eventually she overhears both their both what they're thinking in their head, and you know, they're looking like, this is not gonna work out. And obviously Anya's like, just comes with something. She's like, oh, well, it's too bad, you know, mommy's gone and everything and stuff like that. I really like you. And obviously Yori's like, wait, what do you mean by that? And obviously, you know, Loid's like, oh, well, you see, you know, my wife died a few years ago and stuff like that, so I've been just taking care of my daughter Anya, and stuff like that. So they walk out the store, and you know, Yori's like, oh, this actually gives me a chance. They don't tell them like what they do. They, you know, Yori doesn't tell like she's an assassin. He doesn't say that he's a spy. But he says like, I just need to. Loid goes and say like, I just need somebody to pretend to be my wife. Or my, you know, this girl's mother, so we can pass through the entrance exam and everything. And obviously Yori's like, well, I just need you to play or pretend to be my boyfriend so I can do this party and everything. And obviously they both agree. They're like, okay, sure, yeah, we'll meet you up when's when. The thing is, Yori had a situation he had to take care of as a spy, and he ended up, you know, creating a lot of havoc to the point it leads into the whole party sequence. And you have it to where Yori's kind of waiting for him, like, and he ends up not showing up for a bit, or not showing up. So he's like, I guess I'm going to go alone and stuff like that. So yeah, and she ends up going to the party, and the friend kind of antagonizes her and like, oh, you never had I knew you never had a significant other. And obviously Yori's like, oh, well, he had something to take care of. And obviously she's like, oh, well, I'm sorry that he didn't come and stuff like that. And then obviously behind her back, she's like, please, you don't have a damn boyfriend. She's just saying that. And anyways, it's, you know, her boyfriend ends up talking to Yori because they have a connection and everything. But, you know, that girl thinks like, oh, Yori's trying to steal him and hit on him and stuff like that. But all of a sudden, you know, Loid comes on in. He's obviously got blood raining down his face. And the one thing he made a mess up is he's like, Yori is my wife and everything. And obviously they're like, and then Yori's obviously shocked and everything. And the dude's like, wait, you're his wife? And the one girl is just so stunned at how Loid looks. The fact she can't believe that Yori pulled a really good looking dude, and she's like, there's gotta be lying. She tries to even embarrass her, like, how low do you gotta go to be embarrassing somebody? But it only ended up in her face because Yori showed off her skills and stuff like that. So yeah, they end up leaving. They end up getting followed by those mafia dudes that were trailing them. But it all leads into essentially a proposal scene from Loid, a fake one, where he takes out the grenade and he puts the grenade handle on her finger. Now, definitely gonna have to get a new ring to elope, because he's like, let's elope, and obviously that's stirs her heart, and lo and behold, these two are going to be a thing. Now Loid's gonna these two are gonna both try to use each other for their own personal gains and stuff like that. So yeah, and especially the fact that, you know, Loid picks the fact, oh, she's pretty good combat, has pretty good combat and senses and stuff like that. So yeah, I think now we know it's already established that Loid can't fall in love, and I'm guessing for the same thing for Yori, she can't fall in love either. But I feel like how the series is going to progress is, you know, they're going to get adjusted to Anya. We saw last week how our boy Loid, he's getting very attached to Anya. But I also think with the fact that these two are going to be more than likely super close to each other, they're going to actually like grow a legit love for one another. They're going to fall in love the old like way, because they're going to care about each other and everything. Because there's only so much you can do to make up pretending to be husband and wife. You will probably more than likely actually fall in love. And I think that's what they're going. And it could be a very interesting plot line where it's like, okay, they're not supposed to, but what if they do? Do they have to actually go up against their own, forces to make a point of like, no, we're gonna be together and we're gonna be in this family with Anya and we're gonna be, living together, and protecting each other and stuff like that. It's gonna be very interesting. But I love Yori as a character. She is freaking great and phenomenal as a character. And I can't wait to see the next episode of SpyxFamily, man. I really can't. This show is definitely the best show of spring of anime 2022. And it's just having me thirst for more. And I'm glad I'm talking about it on the channel. But that's just my thoughts, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of SpyxFamily, as well as hit the subscribe button. You want to get more SpyxFamily content or anything else I upload to the channel. And also, just from some background information, if you like English dubs, the SpyxFamily English dub is officially on Crunchyroll now. So if you like the show and you want to hear what the dub sounds like, I did see a dub clip. It sounded pretty good. You can go check out the dub now. And I'm definitely going to check out the dub because I love this show and I can't wait to hear what it's going to be, how the dub's going to sound like. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or not watching this video. Until then, guys, catch you guys later. Peace.